violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
Dice game. Why do people think it's okay for that? But you niggas have a problem with somebody filming the aftermath. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Keep filming these niggas dying in the streets. And maybe somebody will wake up and there will be awareness spread. Dude, I mean, the community makes me sick. People are hella fucked up for posting that video of Takeoff laid out. It's crazy how desensitized and nonchalant people are to gun violence and death. Sir, this is not gun violence. This is son violence. This is completely, the onus is completely on the super gremlins on demon time. Okay, this is not gun violence is, come on. This is black on black crime, my nigga. Unless we call it how it is, unless we address it head first, we're going to hear the same old shit. Hearing Quavo crying definitely hit home. I've lost too many family to street violence, but you're going to still uphold the street code. If you knew something, you wouldn't say something, right? To uphold the street code. If you knew something, you wouldn't say something. So why are you out here, you know, acting like you feel so bad? Well, I mean, clean up your own community first before you start worrying about fucking Quavo and Takeoff. Fucking pieces of shit. Everyone who is posting the video of Takeoff, take it down. Take it down. Jesus. Oh my God. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I mean, it gets me so upset. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Take the video down. Jesus, shut the fuck up. Shut the hell up. We need to see this. The black community needs to be brought to its knees. Metaphorically, of course. And maybe even physically. I mean, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. Dear people who don't want to see black trauma in entertainment, don't be the main one sharing videos of Takeoff, death, and hearing Quavo's grief. Oh, we don't want to see black trauma in entertainment, but all of our artists uphold black trauma, killing one another, robbing one another. Dude, oh my God. We're the biggest hypocrites on the planet. The biggest hypocrites on the planet. So that's enough of this Twitter thread before I start losing brain cells. My God. All right, so we're going to watch some of the aftermath scene of what happened during the shooting. No solutions, guys. You've seen it right there. You've seen it right there. No solutions.
Old chemicals out here. It looked like bro died. Like, right here, in here. He died in here. He died in one of these buildings. He died on the second floor and the first floor. Jeez, you see the picture right now. Anybody's outside. 4 o'clock in the morning, DJ Cadellas. 4 o'clock in the morning, the age. Takeoff passed away, or Takeoff supposedly got shot.
Yep.
It's not confirmed if he's dead yet. He's out here, you know.
So as you can see, that is the aftermath. I'm going to take the video and disseminate it into the Discord, and we'll show a little bit of it. I can't show the whole thing. We'll show a little bit of it, but I'm going to drop it in the Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord, link is in the description box below. I'm going to go ahead and send that video to the Discord. I mean, we're completely out of our minds. And yes, black people is what I mean by we. Completely out of our minds. Cognitive dissonance, you know, all of these different things. We're in denial. We're victim blamers. We're everything that is going wrong in our community, we make an excuse for. No more excuses. Regular Dago says, right, all we do is complain and try to circumvent any semblance of accountability. SMH, we're fucking pathetic at this point. Exactly. Bobby Digital says, bunch of baby back bullshit. Anthony Hanks says, we've probably been called the N-word way before slavery. 1-2 said, show that shit. Regular Douglas says, we need a cultural reset in the Black America. Bobby Digital said, RIP Takeoff, gone way too young. Yep, he was 28 and a year older than me. My Hana Confidential said, yep. Maine says, welcome back. Thank you. 1-2 says, Dice Death, right. Javiercito says, BGZ, spitting fire. He mad. He's not wrong. Chancellor said, we live. Yes, sir. D Ledge said, the fellas and their lovely ladies do this every time a Sun celeb dies. Exactly. Chancellor says, a nigga moment, Boondocks predicted everything. Exactly. D Ledge says, watch, we will end up seeing the more famous celebs from Sun doing a quick video as they cry. Yep, we got a video from Designer that we're going to play as well of him boo-hooing. Oh, well, I can't take this shit no more. And it's like, dude, give me a fucking break. Cry me a river. Y'all niggas have been talking about murdering black people for the last fucking 5-6 decades. And then when more niggas are getting killed, you're surprised. Oh, boo-hoo. Cry me a fucking river. Laughing Like Saget says, the murder shit is cool until someone they like. We are so fucked. Exactly. Exactly. But if Takeoff would have caught a body, everybody would be like, free that man. He ain't do shit. Free that man. So if Takeoff would have killed another black man, a no-name black man, we all would have been praising him. Fucking disgusting culture. Makes me sick. Javiercito says the link isn't up. It's up on the Discord. Maine says we smoking on Takeoff pack right now. Maine ain't playing. Jay Prince, who I know this isn't the same Jay Prince, but that's who they checked in with. They checked in with Jay Prince and his son, and guess where it got him? Laid out dead on the floor by the hands of another black man. She says, I'm so over the violence. Yep, me too. TSM says, you're back. Yeah, I'm not back on Black Gen Z Mindset, but I'm back on BGZM News 17. This is my backup page. Regular Douglas said, right, we've been screaming stop the violence since the early 80s. Bobby Digital says, link isn't up for the Discord. It is up. It's in the description box below. I don't know where you're streaming from, but go to the YouTube stream. Cyrus Cherry says, denial, exactly what I'm working on now. Denial about not having loyal friends, family, and deflecting fame. TSM says Chicago Police Superintendent David Brown said at least 14 people, including 3 minors, were wounded in drive-by shooting Halloween night on Chicago's West Side. Wow. Yeah, and I'm missing a lot of Halloween content because Black Gen Z Mindset is suspended. So that's a fucking, I mean, that's some upsetting. Chancellor says, niggas playing Takeoff best song. All of them about killing niggas SMH. Exactly. Trinity says shit is wild. Yep. Yep. And this is the degenerative culture that we keep breeding in, and we're not going to stop. The death of Takeoff is not going to do anything. People are going to give their RIPs and be on the same fucking bullshit the next day. Absolutely sickening. Absolutely disgusting. Let's read some of these comments. Bro, y'all in Houston outside 2:30 in the morning playing dice, multimillionaires. What in the world, bro? More victim blaming. Look at these fucking, oh God, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. More victim blaming. As if, I mean, nobody's addressing the shooter. Nobody's addressing the killers. It's, oh, well, y'all shouldn't be outside. That's just like saying if a woman gets raped, oh, well, she shouldn't have wore that. Oh, my God, give me a break. Like, he's trying to blame it that they're outside, which, yeah, I can give it some credence, but come on, bro. How about we blame the individuals and not a situation.
Hold on. Hello?
Where you at?
Where we at? Oh, you want to know where I'm at? We outside!
So as you can see, this is the overall.
Violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car. I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, cyberspace? It's a Black Gen Z mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video. All right, guys. So I'm streaming still off of BGZM News 17 and Black Gen Z Mindset Twitch, Black Gen Z Mindset Twitter, aka Periscope, and BGZM News 17 Twitter. Also streaming on Facebook, streaming on Quarantino to God, and streaming on Reclaim Your Throne. So, guys, go ahead and like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channels. I am going to take this off of Quarantino and Reclaim Your Throne. Well, actually, I'm not going to take it off of Quarantino, but I am going to take it off of Reclaim Your Throne afterwards, because we aren't able to stream off of BGZM News or Black Gen Z Mindset, rather. But I did want to cover this. TAKEOFF apparently was shot in the head and torso. Like I told you guys, this was a hit. This was a hit. TAKEOFF shot in the head and torso, according to the coroner. So shout out to J. Lou, Chancellor, Howard Street, and ICGY. He says, "You're contradicting yourself, dude. You do that all the time. She shouldn't have wore that or been at that place." I never said that. What are you talking about? When have I said that? So anyways, we're going to get into, hold on. We're going to get into this video. I'm not even going to do it from TMZ, honestly, because they're going to hit me with that copyright. Let's go to World Star. Let's go to World Star. Okay, so we actually have a whole bunch of different things that we're going to pull from World Star, because World Star is giving very authentic takes on this. Like I told you guys, everybody in the music video takes an oath. In the music industry, rather, takes an oath. Okay? And it's a reality of the situation. It just so happens that this was Quavo's time. Okay? And the devil came to collect. The devil came to collect. Let's see. Yeah, so people are saying he predicted his own death. I just want to get all the information together really quick. We got a eyewitness account says it wasn't about no dice game, but I don't know. We don't know everything yet. We don't know everything yet. We have multiple reactions from different hip hop individuals. We covered the Gilly the Kid thing yesterday, which was goofy. His take on it. He said, "Reclaim, I thought you were getting a lineup, even though dude was taxing." Nah, bro. Bro canceled on me, bro. I don't know what's going on, but he ain't returning my calls. It's how some of these barbers do. Some of these niggas, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think we got everything. I do actually want to play more of Designer's full reaction. Because oh damn, niggas is showing a lot of shit. Yeah, I do want to show Designer's reaction, the full reaction, because I think we didn't get all of it. So let me start with that. Let me start with that. Designer was crying. He was acting a fool. Let's see. And he wasn't wrong, but it's just like, I feel for him for sure. But it's just like, bro, like, are y'all really gonna do anything about it? Designer said he's done with hip hop. Let's see if I can get the full video. I don't know where this went. Hold on. Where the hell did that shit go? Hold on 1 second. I just lost the video. I don't know where. Hey. Okay, so I guess it's both. Hold on. Sorry, let me go to the authentic one. Shout out to Soft Serve. He says RIP Takeoff. I am leaning towards sacrifice. Yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I mean, that's just the reality of the music industry, especially when it comes to hip hop artists. They're pretty much, they have to take the oath, bro. They got to take the oath. And when it comes to the devil, till death do us part. So I'm not saying that this was anybody had foreknowledge of this, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. All right, let's see. Let me see if I can find this designer video really quickly. Sorry, guys. In the meantime, we might play something else. All right, let's play something else in the meantime before I get this designer clip up. But there were some artists who lost their deals because of them denouncing Houston. There's a lot of goofy shit going on right now. Let's see. So this is another angle. Ooh, hold on. We don't want to show that. So this is another angle of Takeoff dead. As you can hear, we're trying to pick him up. That nigga's lifeless. Woo! There go the dumbass. I'm a nurse. I'm a nurse. And you hear Quavo. No. Listen. So you hear Quavo, and I did have to block that off. I'm sorry, guys, but the video is on my Discord. The video is on my Discord. I'll go to the Discord. The link is in the description box. I'll drop the video in the Discord as well. I mean, that nigga was dead. What else is there to know? Right? But video is in the Discord. Let's keep watching. This is designer's take on it.
Oh, I can't hold the T. I can't go quiet. I can't go offset. I can't call none of these niggas. Yo, the rail. Yo, rail.
And I think he's talking about DJ Darrell when he says rail.
Yo, I'm done. I can't live like this no more.
All right, so they didn't show the whole video. Let me try and find the whole video. Designer crying on live. And all the street niggas are going to clown him. I think niggas are actually doing the designer challenge, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw a video. I think I saw a video of niggas doing the designer challenge, bro. So let's see. I think this is the whole video. This is the community, folks.
I can't hold the T. I can't go quiet. I can't go offset. I can't call none of these niggas. Yo, the rail. Yo, rail. Yo, Yo, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I can't live like this no more. I can't hold the tea. I can't go quiet. I can't go.
Damn, they ain't even playing the whole shit. Hold on, was it on academic shit? Man, I want to show you guys the whole thing because I think the whole thing is very important. Let's see. Let's see. Damn. I don't know, but I do want to show you guys the whole thing, but I guess we're gonna have to come back for that. Anyways, we'll give some more rappers' takes on it. Here's Busta Rhymes' take. This one looks like, all right, they hit me with an ad, but it looks like this one is like 5 minutes long. I don't know what he's actually gonna say. But it should be interesting. Shout out to Eric with the $10 Cash App. He says, great stream. Thanks, man. All right, here we go. I'm a little under the weather, guys, so if I cough or sneeze, I'm just going to mute.
You know, today was heavy. I want to say rest in peace to TAKEOFF. Send my love to the Migos family, Quality Control, Offset, Quavo, Coach K, P from QC as well. All of their children, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, friends, all relatives. Send love and light.
Send love and light. What the fuck does that even mean? What the hell does that even mean? I mean, these are our leaders, guys. These are our ambassadors. Send love and light. That ain't gonna bring the nigga back. What the hell? Key says RIP, but people only care because he's a famous, popular black man. Exactly. I cover people every single day on my channel, Black Gen Z Mindset, BGZM News 17, and nobody gives a damn. As a matter of fact, the powers that be, the social media oligarchs, choose to stifle the message and hinder it from reaching the masses. But because this is TAKEOFF, which I'm not trying to quote unquote minimize his death, but I think that some of these other innocent black men, women, and children deserve some notoriety as well on their passings because it's a lot more tragic. I mean, my thing is when it comes to these hip hop artists, they took an oath. Okay. They all took an oath. They knew what they signed up for in this game. And we know that to be true. We know that to be true. So, I mean, I'm sorry if I don't have as much sympathy as I do for a famous rap artist who raps about this type of content and then it actually plays out in real life. You know, your thoughts become things. They've been saying it since the beginning of time and people don't actually think it's real, but it is. Distant Lights, shout out to Distant Lights. He said, this is actually wild. Migos was the top of the industry. Cyrus Cherry says, let's get those autopsy leaks right. Soft Serve says, where the video at? Okay, Discord. This is what happens. Rap music is the hypodermic needle used to inject hate, greed, and envy into the community. Facts. Chancellor said people were saying it's fishy. Quavo didn't fire off. All that shooting they rap about. Right. And he might have not had it on him. Soft Serve says this a Jennifer Hudson situation. I don't know what you mean by that. I'll bust the windows out your car. Oh no, that's not Jennifer Hudson. That's Jasmine Sullivan. I'm tripping. Cyrus Cherry says, I mean, towards Taoism, so many famous people from different cultures. I guess since I believe in Satan, I don't believe in the Illuminati. Oh, he said I don't believe in Satan. Oh, well, it's not the Illuminati. I'm not going to say it's, the Illuminati. People mistake the Illuminati is just a distraction. The Illuminati is a distraction for the Freemasons is what I think. I mean, I showed you guys that Doja Cat Freemason party that she had, the Eyes Wide Shut event. So yeah, I don't, the thing is also, just because you don't believe in something doesn't mean that they don't believe in it. Okay. Jay Lou says some bad nursing that went on during the 911 call made BY a nurse when Ye's mother was dying post-surgery. Oh, shit. Jay Lou says CNAs and RNAs are better at snatching old folks' identity information from their nursing home rooms than they are at actually nursing. That's facts. Deluxe247 says sing criticism and scorn. Soft Serve says maybe something will change. Psych. Deluxe says they took an oath not to talk to police. That is true. That's true. We could have had the shooter in custody 24 hours after the shooting, but the longer it takes, the harder it takes to solve the crime. The first 48 is a pivotal moment after a murder has been committed. And if they don't talk after 48 hours, then we may not get the information that we need to hold the Negro accountable who pulled the trigger and ultimately pierced Takeoff's skull and chest cavity. Mike Rowland says, same night, a 3, 11, and 13-year-old and 11 others were shot in Chicago, and you have to go to UK News to learn about it. Right. Lift Narc said none of them had guns. Apparently only Jay Prince people had guns. Cyrus Cherry said he's talking about Jennifer family murdered. I don't know who you're talking about. Starfuss Justice says RIP, bro. And 1-2 says when a head nurse is in costume actually believes she's in the healthcare industry. Exactly.
Because this is not there's nothing about this that we can rationalize in a way that's going to make sense for any way we try to process the loss of life, especially for the people that we love. I did a record on Extinction Level Event 2 called You Will Never Find Another Me. And
Hold on. This nigga talking about records and shit. And it's like, oh, we can't rationalize what happened. Nigga, we know what happened. Some niggas had a nigga moment and they start shooting off. That's what happened. And then he talking about his record, but people were giving NLE Choppa hell for promoting his record and then saying RIP Takeoff at the end of that. So he's we can't rationalize this, but I did a record on, like, what, nigga? What?
October 30th was the 2-year anniversary of Extinction Level Event. Big shout out to Empire, Ghazi, the whole team.
Shouting out the record labels who are cashing in on this death of Takeoff. His streams, Takeoff streams on his only solo album, I think went up like 1,000%. Okay. So he's like, oh, shout out Empire. Shout out Empire. Like, dude, you're shouting out the music, the labels that are going to end up profiting on, not Empire necessarily. Because I think that they're signed to Capitol. Well, obviously they're signed to Quality Control QC, but QC is just like it's a managerial affiliate. It's not like the QC is signing them to major record labels. Like, that's really what's going on. Like, it's not like, oh, QC the label. Yeah, y'all can say that, but at the end of the day, QC is not the label. They're not the financiers to this shit. I think it's okay, so they're Motown, Capitol, 300, and Atlantic. I mean, there you have it. There you have it.
Peter, Kate, and everybody. Thank y'all for giving me the opportunity to be able to really share that body of work. But I think what's very important as to why I chose to particularly celebrate the 2-year anniversary with that song in a video that we're going to be releasing on 11/4/22 with me and the beautiful Mary J. Blige, the queen of hip-hop soul, was to make sure that we acknowledge the fact that you will never find another Takeoff. You will never find another P&B Rock. You will never find another K Slade. You will never find another Bismarck.
No disrespect, but it's a new rapper every day. It's a new rapper every single day, and they're rapping about gunslinging, fucking bitches, and all the rest of the sort, okay? And I'm not saying it's, oh, they shouldn't be rapping. It's just like, if you're going to rap about that, at least protect yourself.
You will never find another of the many that we have lost. So on 11/4/22 at 12 p.m. to celebrate the lives of these brothers that we lost, sisters that we've lost, and all the beautiful people that we've lost. We're going to put out this video called You Will Never Find Another Me, Busta Rhymes, Mary J. Blige, to celebrate the 2-year anniversary of the Extinction Level Event 2. Again, we send love and light.
So this nigga used this video to promote his, I guess, concert or a song album with Mary J. Blige. Are you kidding me? I mean, this is disrespectful. This is disrespectful. My man used this whole video to promote this bullshit song with him and Mary J. Blige. And I did a video on Busta Rhymes when he did some weak ass shit to at his concert because some woman like slightly touched him. He did some weak ass shit and like embarrassed her and her man. I mean, it was straight disrespectful, embarrassing. Let me see.
To celebrate the lives of these brothers that we lost, sisters that we've lost, and all the beautiful people that we've lost. We're going to put out this video called You Will Never Find Another Me, Busta Rhymes, Mary J. Blige, to celebrate the 2-year anniversary of the Extinction Level Event 2.
What the fuck? So he's trying to promote this You Will Never Find Another Me, Busta Rhymes, Extinction Level, whatever the fuck he was talking about. I mean, this shit is lame as fuck, bro. Anyways, let me show you guys this video of Busta Rhymes. Like, in my opinion, he was completely making a fool of himself. At some concert where a fan like slightly touched him. Like he straight disrespected her in front of her mans. It was obviously a white person because, you know, he wouldn't do the same shit to a nigga because he would probably be in fear of being takeoffed on. Okay. Let me see. Let me pull that video up really quick. But yeah, I mean, that's just some, it's, my man is promoting the Infinity Tour. There will never be another me. What the fuck? How narcissistic can you be? Yeah, I seen that yeah, I seen that NLE Choppa tweet too. But I'm like, damn, nobody got no smoke for Busta Rhymes though, you know? Nobody has smoke for Busta Rhymes when he's literally promoting a tour, the Infinity Tour. There will never be another me. Let me show you this bullshit Busta Rhymes did, and this was a couple of months ago, honestly. Straight disrespecting his fans. So the girl wanted to touch him and he slapped the shit out of her hand. Like, dude. I mean, I get it. But he could have just said, hey, don't touch me, da 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 da.
Stop the music.
You see that? Watch how he embarrasses this girl. Watch how he embarrasses this young white lady.
Back up. Back up. I dropped my ring down here. Hey, yo, shorty, you with your man, right? That's your girl? What kind of shit you won't let her continue to grab me up? I'm a grown man, I fuck your girl, bro. I don't want to fuck your girl.
He said, I'm a grown man and I'll fuck your girl. And I don't want to fuck your girl.
Tame your girl. This is a weird day, weird time.
And he got people in the crowd saying, fuck that bitch. Obviously, niggas.
She touched me and shit. Like that's a little funny ass camera phone being filmed. And I don't agree with that. She might do some police shit. I'm not with it. She ain't from my day. My town, we ain't fuck with all these cameras, homie.
What? My town, we ain't fuck with all these cameras. Oh, some police shit. Nigga, you're at a fucking concert. The nigga's literally at a fucking concert. It's ridiculous.
Again, we send love and light to all of the family, friends, loved ones that is lost. Such incredibly beautiful people. Sons, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters. Like we gotta do better. We gotta do something different. Like this constant narrative and reality of the bullshit that we are bearing witness to.
This ain't no fucking narrative. This is real life. This ain't no damn nonfiction book, my nigga. This is real life. This is real life. And until you, mainly you, because you are a rap nigga, you're in the industry, until you niggas acknowledge this, until you niggas acknowledge the fact that, yes, this is real life and niggas are really killing niggas at 100 miles per hour, then and only then will we start to see some resemblance of change. Maybe if all y'all niggas come together and speak out against this shit, but y'all won't because it fills your pockets. And as we see Busta Rhymes promoting his Infinity Tour, there will never be another me bullshit with Mary J. Blige. All of these artists are profiting off of TAKEOFF dying. It's not just TAKEOFF. It's not just Migos. It's not just QC. It's not just Motown Capitol Records or whatever. Atlantic, 300. It's not just them. It's everybody. Everybody's eating off this nigga.
Shit got to stop now. I don't give a fuck what nothing. I don't give a fuck what nothing is being spoken about from anybody. This particular this thing that's been happening, this thing that we've been seeing, we got to stop this though. Please, everybody, send your love, send your light.
What the fuck does he mean by that? We got to stop this though. What is this? What is this? Please, somebody say, what is this? Oh, we got to stop this though. What the fuck do you mean this? If somebody were to write a transcript of what you're saying, nobody's going to know what the fuck you're talking about. All they're going to hear is, oh, the Infinity Tour. There will never be another me. We got to stop this though. Like, bro, what do you mean? Stop what? Stop killing each other? Maybe. These niggas are full of shit.
This thing that's been happening, this thing that we've been seeing, we got to stop this though.
What thing that we've been seeing? What thing has been happening? What the fuck is he talking about? He's not saying anything. This thing that we've been saying, bro. What thing?
Please, everybody, send your love, send your light, send your.
Bro, that shit ain't gonna, man, look. Send your love, send your light, send a fire, send something in the mail. Send her a AAA battery. What the fuck does that even mean? Send your love, send your light. Fuck out of here.
Bless energy to the families of the beautiful people that we lost, our friends, our comrades, our colleagues, our brothers, our sisters. You will never find another me. Busta Rhymes, Mary J. Blige. We had this in the tuck for a while. We did this a long time ago.
Oh my God. He's literally promoting you will never find another me. We had this in the tuck. We did this a long time ago. But now, since another rap nigga died, I think that this is the perfect time to put it out. That nigga probably called Mary J. Blige. He said, this is the moment. He took his oath. Time to collect. Dude, what? I mean, this is sick. At least Designer's tears were genuine. You really felt for Designer, like Designer crying, although, you know, we did, you know, observe it. And we were kind of just like, our initial reaction was like, bruh, this is something that's supposed to be private. But at the end of the day, Designer, he was genuinely crying real tears. And he denounced himself. He denounced his rap self. Okay. He denounced his rap self. He denounced Designer and embraced Sidney Royale Shelby III, because that's Designer's real name. Sidney Royale Shelby III. He denounced the rapper Designer and embraced his government slave name, Sidney Royale Shelby III. Okay? So, and I wanted to show you guys that full video because it's very important, because he truly did, you know, he wanted to separate away from hip hop. He said, this side of me is done. It's done. It's done. It's over. It's done. Okay? That's what he said. Let me see if I can. There we go. All right. Nah, that's not the full video. Nobody has a fucking full video. I saw it yesterday. I'll just have to go through my likes real quick.
Mary J. Blige, thank you so much for giving me a blessing on finally being able to share this with the people. Empire, thank y'all. Conglomerate family, thank y'all.
What the fuck?
11/4/22, 12 p.m. Eastern time.
No fucking way. There's no way this nigga just looked everybody in the face. He looked into the camera and used TAKEOFF's death to promote some shitty ass song from the fucking 90s. For his, I mean, this is ridiculous. It's only an outrage when a non-black kills a black. That's facts. Busta needs to be canceled for promoting his album. Exactly. Busta and MJB song will definitely stop the violence. Right. Well, it ain't never gonna stop, old ass nigga. Matter of fact, we finna turn up some more. Wow, I'm dead. That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. But like I said, I mean, these rappers are full of shit. He literally promoted his little bullshit ass song 3 or 4 times. I lost count. But that was, I mean, that's, and niggas say I'm disrespectful. At least I'm keeping it a buck about this shit. You got this, not Designer, but Busta Rhymes literally promoting. This nigga is promoting a song to TAKEOFF's death. How in the fuck is that okay? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Still trying to find that full designer video because he said some good things. He said some good things. If anybody got it, please send me the full video. Send me the full video. So anyways, let's get into the video of the altercation. All right. One of the most important things. This is going to be the police work of the show. And I don't care if y'all call me a police ass nigga. I really don't care. All right. I actually want the perpetrators to get caught. I do. And I think they should spend a substantial amount of time in prison. For sure. For sure. You want to live that life. You toting guns. You shooting niggas. It's what you signed up for, right? It sounds okay. So you see the strap right here. It sounds like niggas arguing in a pickup game, right? Doesn't it resemble like niggas arguing about a foul in a pickup game? Listen up. He even mentions basketball.
They know y'all, they're not gonna be disrespectful like that. But they have to be disrespectful.
He said just because, and people saying, oh, it ain't about, excuse me, it ain't about gambling. It wasn't about gambling. You heard what he said. Just because they won that round don't mean we won't get all that back, though. That's what Quavo said. Everybody knows Quavo's fucking voice. That's what Quavo said. But it wasn't about gambling. But the nigga literally blatantly says, just because they won that round don't mean that we won't get all that back. So he wanted to keep gambling. He wanted to keep gambling. I mean, we got to control our vices, y'all. You took an L. It's over. Walk away.
They know y'all, they're not gonna be disrespectful like that. But they have to be disrespectful.
He said, I don't care about no basketball, bruh. You just saw me play basketball. So, like I said, it sounded like them niggas arguing about a pickup game. And now they matter. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And we spoke about Quavo's arrogance. We spoke about his pride. We spoke about his cockiness. We spoke about his ego. He's got a huge ego. Huge ego. You know, I've met Quavo on a couple of occasions. I mean, and he was, you know, he was cool when I was there and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just saying he does walk around like his shit doesn't stink. And, you know, sometimes people can take that the wrong way. I've heard multiple stories. There was an instance where I think he fucked Nicki Minaj and then he like made a song about it on some goofy shit. I thought that was lame. I thought that was goofy as fuck. I mean, you fuck Nicki Minaj and then you're like making a song bragging about it. It's distasteful. It's like whatever happened to keeping it player. You feel me? Whatever happened to keeping it player.
Play like that, bro. Don't play like that, bro. I'm hurt somebody, bro.
So you heard what he said. He said, I ain't finna go back and forth. I be done hurt somebody. This is Quavo now. He got his nephew. I mean, what? How else can you describe this than? How else could you describe this than saying, yo, man, I mean, unfortunately, you got your nephew killed. Your pride, your ego, and it looked like he did try to walk away. But the crew, the real niggas, the street niggas, the gangsters around him, they weren't ready to go. And this is why they always say, hey, keep some real ones in your circle. Fuck no. I don't want none of you goofy ass niggas in my circle, bro. I don't want no niggas who are quick to shoot and quick to pop off and, oh yeah, we'll set this bitch up. If I hear a nigga say, oh, we'll set this bitch up, we gonna go up in this bitch. You can't be my friend, bro. You can't be my friend. He got his nephew killed, unfortunately. Now, he didn't pull the trigger, but his ego, his pride, and his vices, unfortunately, ended up leading to the demise of few.
Play like that, bro. Don't play like that, bro. I've been hurt somebody, bro.
Oh shit! What are you doing? No, hell no.
So you see, somebody popped it off. He said, oh, I didn't be no hurt somebody. And then somebody, I don't know who stole off on who. But it's what it is.
Yo, we sliding through the town, man. Sliding through the town.
You hear that shit sliding through the town. And I believe this is Jazz Prince, J Prince Jr. or whatever.
Got the birthday boy. Yeah, also. Yeah, we on the field. Yeah, the field boy.
So some more dumbass rapper shit telling everybody where you at. Going live and telling niggas where you at. I'm in 5th Ward, Dallas, at the bowling alley. Come get me, niggas. Some more goofy shit.
Like them, I got one for you now. I got a 6-1.
I see nephew in the back seat back there. Okay. Yep.
This is the same way that PNB Rock was killed, dropping his location, geolocation, 5th Ward, Houston. Niggas could just be cruising. Oh shit, that nigga in 5th Ward. Okay, boom. Let's just ride around. Let's just circle the block. Get that nigga Quavo for the get them Migos nigga for the shit. Like, bro, this is how niggas are thinking. And you're dropping your location.
You know, it's mob shit, man.
So, as you can see, it looked like Quavo's ego definitely played into what happened that night. For sure. So we have another alleged eyewitness. We'll play her account, which I think a lot of it is bullshit. But we'll just play it for the culture.
I just want to say something really quick, and I'm going to try not to give out my identity. We were all there when all this happened. I just left from HPD. First of all, in order to be around Jazz Prince, you have to be searched. None of us had guns, but Jazz people had guns. Okay, all of this was over a dice game.
You heard what he said. None of them had guns, but Jazz Prince people. So in order to be around Jazz Prince, you can't have a gun. So Jazz Prince allows himself to be insulated, protected. See, whatever happened to this fucking check-in shit? Because you heard what Quavo said. He was ready to, he said, man, let's go, bro, before I be done hurt somebody. He was ready to hurt somebody. So, I mean, you can't make this stuff up, guys. You can't make it up. So she says that the only people who had weapons were J Prince mob ties niggas. They had weapons. Them mob tied niggas had weapons. These are the guys that you checked in with. These are the guys who extorted you, because checking in is nothing more than being extorted. So these are the guys that you had to check in with, the guys who end up killing you. Guys, don't check in with black people, bro. I mean, you're just asking for a death sentence. I mean, these niggas are not playing with y'all, bro. The same niggas that you check in with will check your monkey ass out. How many times do I have to tell you, bro? Like, if you want to check in, call the local sheriff's office. Say, hey, you know, I'm a famous rapper. I just want to make sure that there is a heavy police presence around where I'm at, because You know, y'all know how niggas be. And then hang up. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Call the local precinct, okay? Get in touch with some guys who are in the military, who still have connections to the police. And my thing is, these rap artists, it's so crazy. It's so fucked up because we all know that in their music videos and in their photo shoots and whatnot, they are pretty much depicting Masonic imagery in their videos. Like they're promoting Freemasonry and they don't even fucking know it. And then there's plenty of, I mean, honestly, there's a lodge in damn near every city and there's a lot of officers who are Masons, bro, you can easily connect with them. Yo, I'm a Mason, I'm a traveling man, da da da. But these niggas don't think that far. All they want to do is be with the street niggas, is be with the hood niggas. And it's like, bro, if you're going to be a part of a fraternal order, at least use it to your advantage. Use the resources that the lodges are going to give you. But it's like they don't even know what type of imagery they're promoting. Honestly, I just think they're like useful idiots for sure. But it's crazy. So the woman says nobody had weapons but Jay Prince and them crew, which I could believe. Because mob ties, nigga, mob ties. And think about that. They strip you of your weapons. And every one of them have that file on them.
And this shit started in 5th Ward around 9:30, 10 last night. So this had nothing to do with no damn dice game, with no money situation or anything like that. And the only reason why I'm not going to great details because I live in Houston and the Prince family know me. But all of this shit that they're saying about, oh, well, this was a sacrifice. No, this was an argument between two camps and it was
a sacrifice. The people that you hire to protect you. And it's not, we're not saying that somebody's out here doing incantations and all that kind of stuff, but it is a sacrifice. I mean, that's the reality of the situation. Whenever somebody dies under mysterious circumstances, right? And they have these certain ties, then it's a sacrifice, bro. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. Because this is what is expected in our culture. This is what is expected in our culture. It was an argument between the two camps that started earlier in the night. They were gambling. They were playing basketball. According to Quavo, you just seen me play basketball. Right? We can get that shit back. Just because y'all want to run around don't mean we can't run that shit, get everything back. So how the fuck is she going to say, oh, it's not about no basketball, no gambling. Yeah, that's why I say a lot of what she's saying is bullshit too. Shout out to my man Jermaine with the $10 Cash App. He says, we smoking on a takeoff pack tonight.
Oh, say less.
Yeah, man, it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame, but this is what the rappers would say to anybody else who got killed, right or wrong. This is what they would say to any other rapper that got killed.
Went even between two camps because TAKEOFF and Quavo was basically trying to be the mediator between the people who were arguing.
Oh, shit.
And so everybody's saying, oh, well, this is Quavo's fault. Quavo had nothing to do with the shit y'all talking about, bro. Y'all was not.
What the fuck? So how did Quavo not have anything to do with the shit they're talking about? But he's literally in the video when they're shooting. I mean, these bitches is retarded, bro. Honestly, I mean, use some deductive reasoning. Obviously, Quavo was involved in the situation. He was fucking there, and he was the one arguing. The nigga literally said, man, fuck this shit, bro. Let's go, bro. I be done hurt somebody about this shit, about some dumbass argument. And he's ready to hurt somebody.
There, when this happened, it had nothing to do with that. So all these 30-second videos that they're seeing, this and that, everybody's saying, well, he didn't act the way how he acted whenever TAKEOFF got shot. Did they tell you he passed the fuck out? Did they tell you we had to help him to the fucking car? Did they tell you that? Like, nobody is really talking about the real that's going on. But I'm gonna tell you this, and I'll leave it at that. The only people who had firearms that night was the camp who protect Jazz. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thank you.
So it's a fucking sacrifice. I mean, it's either a setup or a sacrifice. It's either a setup or a sacrifice. Either way, his oath is paid in full. The oath that you take to get into the music industry is paid in full. So I don't care if you say, oh, it's not a sacrifice. Well, I mean, that's not what the record labels are going to say when their streams are going up 1,000%. That's not what the record labels are going to say when they cash out on the life insurance policy, because, you know, they had one written into the contract. You know, they had one written into the contract. So, yeah, they're going to be laughing to the bank. Okay, so they're saying TAKEOFF predicted his death in his last music video with Quavo, RIP, sign next to him. He then died within less than 24 hours. So, as you can see, the Grim Reaper is right here. This is a paper sketched out of the Grim Reaper. What did I tell you about this dark satanic imagery? What did I tell you guys? Okay, they was arguing over a game, just how TAKEOFF lost his life. Look at this shit. They're gambling. Wow. Predicted his own shit. He's literally sitting next to the Grim Reaper, and y'all are telling me this isn't no fucking sacrifice. Oh, but it's all a coincidence. It's all a coincidence, right? It's either a setup or a sacrifice. I'm not saying Quavo was the initiator of the sacrifice, but what you guys have to understand is someone is going to benefit from his death. And that's a fact. Someone is going to benefit from his death. Just like every other rapper that's signed to a label. As a matter of fact, I guarantee his life insurance policy is more than I guarantee the life insurance policy is way more than the cash advance that they give him to sign to the record label. So they're going to recoup tenfold. All right, let me X this music out. So as you can see, Grim Reaper. And then they're literally arguing about, and they're gambling, arguing. Okay. And then I don't know what the fuck this is right here, but this looks creepy as hell too. He said the song 230, take it to another level, with that being the time of death. Yeah. 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 So let's look at that song 230. Let's see. So 230. These are the lyrics. It was literally dropped last month. And it's got Lil Got It in the intro. He said, Percocet, you want one? No. Oh, you don't do perks? No, I don't personally. No. But you know I got a perk in my motherfucking bag in there. I put 10 of them. Pop a perk right quick. No cap. I'm itching right now. Are you gonna make it? Are you gonna be okay? For sure, man. Come on. I ain't no addict. Quavo goes on to say Percocet before I walk in this bitch. Yeah. He says it twice. Oh, look how I came. I'm the freshest in this bitch. Walk out the bank, all blues. Put that thing in sport. Now I'm shooting at the troops. They say they all in cahoots. I put a money bag on your crew. Uh-oh. So it sounds like somebody put a money bag on his crew. On his crew. Okay? This truck might be clean, but the other truck got that tool. And obviously, none of them were armed that night. Please don't try. Dip you like some queso. 100 bands, 100 bands, 100 bands. Shoot them with potatoes. So, it obviously, Takeoff was shot with them potatoes. Run a bag. So it's okay for him to talk about shooting other people, but when his friend or his nephew, family member, gets killed, then the world has to stop. Run it up. Now we in the cockpit. Look at my shirt. Collab of leaks, woo, dry fit. I'm going to bring a bad piece to the tropics. Say she want me to get her geeked. You can try this. It's charity, baby. It's not profit. I get this clarity, baby. My VVs is flawless. Number one, I gave her the keys. Now she popping, chopping up chicken like Philippe's no hibachi. I just bought that little bag from Paris. They don't got this. Percocet before I walk in this bitch, and that's the hook again. Let's read Takeoff's verse. We the ones that made the rules, made it cool, and paid the dues. Obviously, he paid his dues. Came in the game, screwed, came with tools, same shoes. I got cotton mouth, sipping on drink, can't do the brew. He popping a loud mouth. Feed him to the gang. He gang food. So Quavo was popping a loud mouth. Right or wrong, Quavo was popping a loud mouth. He was popping a loud mouth, and I guess the mob ties is eating on him like this. It's food. You can't make this shit up. We went a different route. The bitch ain't fucking, kick him out. Okay? We don't do shit for the clout. Who want the smoke, pick him out. I'm talking about Arizona last time a nigga done seen a drought. I done popped a Percocet. Yeah, 230 got me itching now. Wow. Whew, this is making my skin crawl. I'm getting goosebumps. Percocet before I walk in and geeked. So he was obviously under the influence when he passed away, when he was killed, rather. Styrofoam cup, fill it up full of codeine. I pulled off the lot. That new V came with no keys. And I got them stuffed crust pies, make they nose bleed. So he's talking about cocaine here. So it sounds like, man, I mean, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. That's all I'll say. And like I said, many different artists are capitalizing on his death. So that's the reality of the situation. Then they're going to come to me, bro, you shouldn't have been reporting on that shit like that, bro. Like on some real shit, bro. That shit was lame as fuck, bro. You a school book ass nigga. You trying to get the facts. You trying to get the facts, bro. You a school book ass nigga. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. I mean, it's ridiculous, bro. The rationalization in the community.
It would have been somebody who could have de-escalated the situation. Like, I'm not on nobody's side. I'm not blaming.
So you hear this. She's not on nobody's side, but a black man was killed. And you're not on the side of the victims. I mean, that's what's wrong with the black community in general, for one. Another thing is you have a woman who knows exactly what happened. Guess where she went? To Instagram Live instead of the police. So do black people really want to solve the crimes in the black community or not? It's a simple question.
Blaming nobody. Like, that shit was really an accident, but that's the problem, is that it was an accident. It
was not an accident. You could clearly see that the man pulled his strap out. He had his strap pulled while the niggas were arguing. He had his strap pulled while the niggas were arguing, and now she's saying, oh, it was an accident, as if it was an accidental discharge. No, ma'am. You're not going to save these niggas now. You're not going to save these niggas now, and I hope they subpoena your ass. I hope they subpoena your ass and force you to testify.
Are dying over an accident because of an argument. Like, I just spoke because I felt like that's what I needed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Go to the fucking police.
Because a lot of people don't know what's going on for real. It wasn't about no dice game. Like, the whole day I've been sick to my stomach, like, since it happened. Like, I didn't even expect for my shit to be up like that. I thought my shit was just gonna be like all the other little tweets that people was putting out. Like, you know, I only came on there to just tell the truth because, you know, people gonna take it and spin it all types of ways. Like, it's like it wasn't even 5 a.m. yet and people was posting the wrong story. Like,
so you hear what she's saying. We'll go to her Instagram next and break this chick down. We'll break down her whole situation. It's a lot going on here.
And I ain't like that. So really, I'm just here to say, like, we gotta really watch how we're tricking each other and start to understand, like, it's senseless violence going on for no reason. Senseless gun violence. Like, people are really dying for no reason. Like, even when it comes to small altercations, even when.
Listen to the dumbass. Just senseless gun violence. Ma'am. Somebody said go on Oxstream. Look, somebody. Yo.
When it comes to celebrities, it don't matter how big.
Oh, I think they're talking about academics. I was going to say that's
they is, how small they is. Like, just in general, like, people need to start to realize that it's not worth it. We having all this going on for no reason. Like, all of this is going on for no reason. We lost a big ass person in the game for no reason, and that shit really got me.
It wasn't for no reason. Like I told you guys, it was an oath. The devil had to collect on his promise. You take an oath when you join the music industry. This wasn't an accident. This was a sacrifice. Y'all heard what Kirk Franklin said at the BET Awards. He said the lion and the lamb will bow down to the goat. Straight blasphemy. But that's the type of shit he was on. So like I said, definitely a sacrifice. As a matter of fact, the Met Gala. I wanna bring up the Met Gala. Okay. Migos were at the Met Gala. Okay. 2017. And they linked up with none other than, let's get into it. This is why I tell you guys that you need to understand the symbolism. Okay? Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. This is why I tell you guys that you need to understand the symbolism. All right? Let me show you guys what the fuck is going on in the music industry, okay? And then we'll get back to Shorty's account of what happened. They keep trying to say, oh, it wasn't about this, it wasn't about that, obviously. So, as you can see, Migos chilling with a known industry witch, amused. I mean, and this is on Vogue, y'all. This is on the official Vogue website. Blatant, open. I mean, they're not trying to hide it. So yes, that's why I say it was a sacrifice. All of this symbolism, and I'm not saying they were even aware of the people that they had come in contact with. But these are the energies working against you. Okay? This is the reality of the situation. And you guys continue to deny it. Okay? So let's get back into Shorty's account.
Because it shouldn't have happened. Like, it didn't need to happen. It could have been avoided. It's like we can't keep on doing shit like this that can be avoided. And that's really all I came on here to say is, like, I really want to raise awareness because, like, Texas is real bad on gun laws. If you know about Texas, you know, everybody.
So this is what she doesn't understand about the Texas gun laws. The gun laws give regular citizens who aren't on that fuck shit a fighting chance. The gun laws give regular people a fighting chance. Okay? That's what you have to understand. The gun laws are actually protecting people because, for one, there's a border crisis. So not only you're fighting a battle on two fronts. You got these crazy niggas running the streets. And then you have open border policy. And it looks like Governor Abbott is trying to bus all of these illegal immigrants to DC and New York to save the great state of Texas. Okay? So what you guys have to understand is the gun laws give citizens, well, the loose or quote unquote lack thereof of gun laws give the regular everyday citizens a fighting chance. They really do.
Carries in Texas. You know what I'm saying? And y'all talking about talk to the authorities, talk to so-and-so, but y'all don't know what I've done. Y'all don't know what's going on for real. Like, the investigation is going to get taken care of. I don't know who did it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everybody who was there.
Cap.
I came by myself. Like, I knew one person who was a photographer up in there, and I just came just because, like, I was just up there on some cool shit. But I only came on here just to say, like, we got to stop the senseless gun violence. We got to stop the petty arguments.
I guarantee this sister voted this in. I mean, that's the reality of the situation. All of these major cities are run by liberals, by leftists, by Democrats. Okay? And this is the result. You can't convict people. These repeat offenders. I guarantee the person who shot TAKEOFF had previous charges, that he probably didn't serve his time for. Could have been out on bail. Could have been out on bond, supervised release on your own recognizance. It's crazy.
All this shit that is happening, like, it like, all of that shit is just unnecessary. We got to start realizing a lot of things aren't important enough to be arguing about. Yeah, I told y'all already, I didn't come on here to tell y'all no story. I didn't come on here to say no extra shit. I told y'all I'm not going to speak on nothing. I came on here just to send my condolences, and I said that specifically. So don't come on here asking me and saying that I'm not speaking on nothing. Get out of my life if you're saying I'm not speaking on nothing. I'm here to spread a message. That's it. I'm here to spread a message that people need to stop the senseless gun violence. Like, that's it. Everything else can get taken care of with the authorities and out of all this social media shit. But for right now, it's a gun and a people problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's both.
No. The problem is that, ma'am, the problem is that our communities, the black and brown community, that is, make up 70 to 75% of the violent crimes. So there are millions of guns in this country, multiple law-abiding citizens who own firearms, me, myself included. And a firearm is a tool. It is not a toy. It's not something that you wave in the camera in your fucking rap videos. It's not something that you point at your head in a fucking photo shoot. It's not a little game where you going on Instagram Live and you playing games. And no, you fucking idiots. But that's how we use them. That's how the community uses them. Because we think that having a gun is like having a 12-inch dick. That's a culture issue. It's a culture issue. It's not a gun issue. It's truly not. Just like the UK doesn't have a knife issue. Are you guys getting where I'm coming from? Do you understand at all?
Both. It's both. I just think I just think people just need to start to realize arguments and little shit it's never important. Y'all worried about who?
At least she's listening to country music and not any hip hop music. I mean, right? And I guarantee that country music has never felt in danger for his life, in fear for his life, right? He doesn't have to, while he's playing his guitar, fear that he's going to be shot at on stage like G Herbo when he came to Atlanta and got shot at on Clark Atlanta's campus and HBCU. You can't make this shit up.
Who did it, bruh? It's not always about just who did it. It's about the situation. Y'all just got to pay attention to the bigger picture and realize, like...
No, ma'am. It is absolutely about who did it because that's who needs to be held accountable. Lock they goofy ass up. Lock they ass up.
Like, Takeoff wouldn't have wanted this. Like, Takeoff was out.
So she's going on and on and on. Let me show you the young lady's account who posted this live video. Yad it up. Tattoos, red flag. Tattoos, red flag. Okay, definitely slutty pictures. Okay. So people in the comments section, they're pressing her. Okay, so it looks like people are pressing her. So they said she whack for not saying anything about the murder. You lame as fuck. I hope you crashed that car. Goddamn. She was literally just a bitch there. The fuck y'all. Akon like she's somebody important or some to know these details. Leave Shorty alone. So people getting in her ass. Let's see. Somebody says witness who was standing next to Takeoff before shooting gives her account of what happened. If you've seen a false narrative spread and you're right there, are you going to say what happened? Takeoff wasn't shooting no fucking dice. Nobody said that Takeoff was shooting dice, ma'am. They said he died over an argument over a dice game. Everybody said he was the coolest, calmest, collected dude in the building up until it was time to throw them hands. And remember that time that Takeoff, Quavo, the Migos ran down on remember that time the Migos ran down on XXX Tentacion? Y'all remember that? Let's go back to that. Remember the Migos ran down on XXX Tentacion and then he apologized to them? And this, I mean, I think the Migos actually ran down on a bodyguard too one time. I mean, the Migos were a very violent group. They were. I think that Lil Baby's crew, 4PF and them, actually strip search take Quavo, not Quavo, but Offset. So as you can see, these are the Migos. Fighting. People filming. This is how you get shot. Okay? This is how you get shot, y'all. Just jumping off and fighting randomly. Okay? This is how you get shot. Okay? They're lucky nobody lost their life then. They're lucky nobody lost their lives then. So Migos were always fighting. Migos were always fighting. Let's see. Migos fight bodyguard. There was a video of them fighting a bodyguard. Let me see. There was a video of them fighting their bodyguard, but since this takeoff shit, is going on, then you know, the story is being suppressed. Story's being suppressed. But anyways, let's just go back to Shorty's page. Guys, like the video, share the video, Cash App, PayPal in the banner below. I didn't go on live to speak on everything. No, I posted. Let me take my headphones off. I'm slick getting a headache, boy. Ooh. That pressure start building up. Everything I know I posted. I know folks want everyone to have every answer, but that's for the HPD to continue to investigate. Okay. Nobody is silencing me. If I knew more, I would say so. Everyone just needs to keep Takeoff family in their prayers. There you have it again with the community and these damn prayers post the death of somebody. I mean, God. People can feel some type of way and stop fucking with me in the city if they need to. But I did what I felt was right. At the end of the day, I'm a regular person who didn't feel right letting a false narrative get spread. I did what I felt was right. Folks talking about things for nothing. Y'all thought I had all the answers to this man's passing. I ain't even have my glasses on last night. God damn. So it says black men deserve to grow old. I mean, this is some dumbass shit. Black men deserve to grow old. Okay, look. The reality is the only people who are stopping black men from growing old are other black men. Let's bring some real perspective on this thing, because you can't just have a meme that says fucking black men deserve to grow old without giving a little context. You got to give a little context, okay? And that's the sad reality. The only people who are stopping black men from growing old are other black men. That's the reality. It's crazy how this internet shit is some of y'all really sick as fuck. I spoke to HPD. There's nothing else I can help with. I'm not doing hair right now, especially if I don't know you. Don't DM me asking to book. Okay, so it looks like she does hair. She better be careful, because these niggas are not above killing women, as you guys see on my Black Gen Z mindset. Okay. So we got more angles of the heated argument that went down before the shooting. All right. So let's check this out really quickly. So as you can see, it's Takeoff. And look, somebody's holding a Chucky doll. Now, guys, you keep saying, oh, it wasn't a sacrifice. It wasn't a sacrifice. Dude, there's a Chucky doll. In his last music video, he was sitting by the Grim Reaper while people were arguing about rolling dice. And y'all gonna sit up here and tell me that this wasn't no damn sacrifice. This is literally a fucking Chucky doll, bruh. And you can see Takeoff didn't say a word the whole time. Takeoff didn't say a word the whole time. Yep, and that was way more than 5 shots. That was way more than 5 shots. Now let's listen to what Boosie has to say about Takeoff's untimely demise. Oh man, there's a lot going on here. Ugh.
R.I.P. Takeoff, bro. Shaking my head, man. Humble nigga. Badass Music Syndicate won't show QC, all the family. We sending some prayers and love for y'all niggas. All Takeoff family, Quavo, Offset, all y'all. Badass Music Syndicate won't, send their prayers out.
More empty prayers. More empty prayers. And guys, I'm all for, believing and having faith, but guys, this ain't it. Every time a nigga get killed, sending prayers, sending condolences, a little memorial, balloon release. Wow, man.
This rap shit whack, bro. I ain't lying. We targets now, bro. We used to be heroes,
Oh, we targets now. We used to be heroes. We targets, bro. You put the target. You put the target on yourself. You put the target on yourself by leading the lifestyle, promoting the lifestyle that you do.
This rap shit whack as fuck. This rap shit whack, bro. Everybody want us out of here, bro. R.I.P. Takeoff.
All dogs need to run.
All right, so now let's get Whack 100's take on it. Obviously, another black man who promotes the degenerate gang culture. Always talking about some damn Pyru and shit. So let's hear his take on it. Sure, it's going to be full of hypocrisies and contradictions. So let's go.
Remember, like in them situations, and I know a lot of this shit, a lot of y'all that don't come from that bullshit ass life, but it's a bullshit life. Street life is a bullshit life. It ain't nothing to glorify. Some bullshit. If you got a nigga that's shooting dice and he might have did something wrong and he might have tried to buck and niggas like, man, get up out of here. Anybody that didn't leave with him is the enemy. So when he come back and he see that crowd, he don't give a fuck who he get out on.
Whack is Rachel.
Yo,
Did
up,
anybody read what an eyewitness said?
Nah, I didn't read that. I just talked to bro. Go for it.
It says so Quavo was shooting dice and he was getting his pockets broke off bad.
So they're reading the text message. Quavo was shooting dice. He got his pockets broke off bad.
So dude had an attitude and he tried getting aggressive with the wrong mob ties. Nigga, not gonna drop names. And dude got on his ass. Then somebody they was with jumped up, and that's when everybody bunched up. Then shots just started ringing, but they were coming from somebody Migos was with. But he was shooting wild and hit Takeoff on accident. And the other niggas start shooting back. And I think he got shot again.
And like I said yesterday, people are crying about, oh, there was an influx of the N-word being used on Twitter since Elon Musk bought it. But as you can see, this elderly sister, because she in her 30s, talking about this nigga got shot. I mean, what are we talking about here?
But ultimately, his own niggas killed him because when he got hit the first time, I seen his body just drop. Quavo was plexed up over some small shit. It really wasn't worth it. Takeoff was the coolest, quietest nigga in the room the whole time.
See, now that nigga just dry snitch.
Yeah, that sound that. Damn.
He know what he said in there.
That wasn't even dry. That wasn't even dry.
Yeah, that wasn't dry at all.
That was just that was moist
that
to the
was wet
motherfucker.
snitching.
Yeah, that nigga know what he just said.
That was paid informant.
He might as well just feel me. He tripping.
That nigga's a paid informant.
You hear what the fuck they're saying? That nigga's an informant. He snitching, bruh. He the police. Just cause he ain't say I ain't dropping no names don't mean he ain't no rat. This is the fucking bullshit. You know, at this point, and me personally, I hope that this horrible crime gets solved and the perpetrator is brought to justice. But at the same time, like, I mean, like, you have to kind of look at this thing and be like, this is still the mentality of the community. TAKEOFF just died, and niggas like, oh, that was some police ass shit. Listen up again.
Time.
See, now that nigga just dry snitch.
Yeah, that sound that. Damn.
He know.
You heard what Whack 100? That nigga just dry snitched. Wow. Wow, man. No solutions. No solutions. We're gonna be killing each other for the next, I mean, probably for the next couple centuries. This is not slowing down anytime soon. The death of TAKEOFF did nothing to impact the black community. The death of TAKEOFF did nothing to impact the mentality and the culture of the black community. It's only gonna make it worse. It's only gonna make, oh, that nigga was dry snitching, bruh. You heard Whack 100. He just said, man, this hip hop shit is whack, bro. This ain't it. This a bad life. It's a horrible life. And then when somebody tries to come with the details of what happened, man, that nigga dry snitching. Wow, you can't make this stuff up. Guys, we're going to see this type of, I mean, this black on black crime. It's not going to stop. It's going to continue for centuries to come. For centuries to come. I'll be long gone before niggas stop killing each other.
Room the whole time.
See, now that nigga just dry snitch.
Yeah, that sound that. Damn.
He know what he said in there.
That wasn't even dry. That wasn't even dry.
Yeah, that wasn't dry at all.
They're saying, and then the woman even comes in. Nah, that wasn't dry at all. He's snitching. Yeah, fuck him. He's a snitch. It's ridiculous. This is the mentality of the community. No solutions.
That was moist to the motherfucker. Yeah, that nigga know what he just said.
That was paid informant.
He might as well just feel me. He tripping.
That nigga's a paid informant.
So let me get this straight. TAKEOFF is killed brutally, shot in the head, in the chest. And you niggas' response when we're trying to collect information and the facts of the case, you niggas' response is, oh, whoever bringing forward information is a paid informant. He a witness. He might as well just went straight to the police. That's like giving a news interview.
He trying to start a war.
Nah, that nigga ain't get paid for shit. That nigga,
I know he's not a paid
he ain't even
informant
wait
for
to
real,
spill the
Mike.
beans. He could have waited to say that.
No, I know he's not a paid informant for real, Mikey, but that's the level of snitching that one.
So is that a motherfucker saying he was right there, just a bystander, like, oh,
And this is why it's really hard to feel sorry for these individuals, because we know for a fact if somebody else got killed, TAKEOFF wouldn't say a damn word. And let's keep that a buck. Let's keep that a buck. He already didn't talk much anyway. He already didn't put sentences together very well anyway. So if somebody else would have lost their life that night besides TAKEOFF wouldn't have said shit. He wouldn't have went to the police. He wouldn't have turned whoever the perpetrator was in. He wouldn't have said this person was here, that person was here, that person was here. Because you know why I know that? You know how I know that? Because Quavo isn't doing that. Is Quavo cooperating with the police? Huh? Is Quavo cooperating with the police? Guys, let me know. So why should we feel sorry for this? Why should I feel sorry for a man who wouldn't even cooperate with the police if somebody else lost their life? Put a 1 in the chat if you think that Quavo is not cooperating with the police. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Quavo is not cooperating with the police. And if he's not cooperating with the police, then why the fuck should we feel sorry for them? Condolences to the family, condolences to his mother, condolences to the people who loved him. But why should we feel sorry for them? If somebody else died, they would not say a damn word. This is embarrassing. And you really, the nerve of these people to come on Clubhouse and talk about somebody else's dry snitching.
I hope
That's
that
crazy.
I can't see a motherfucker that
Can you
was
send me that right?
And there you have it. That's the consensus of the community. That's where the mindset is when one of us die. That's the mindset when we're shot and killed for no apparent reason at all. And you're supposed to convince me that this wasn't a sacrifice. Oh God. We're going nowhere fast. Another angle of the shooting. That nigga is laid out. He's laid out by the mob ties niggas. The niggas he checked in with killed him. All right, I couldn't play the whole thing. I can do a freeze frame. This is Takeoff's dead body. Takeoff's dead body, guys.
Come on, we gotta go. We gotta go.
And if you see all the women here are just like watching. But we're empaths. We feel people's pain. Y'all are literally watching. You're sitting there watching the dead man's body leak out. Oh my God. You can't make it up, guys. This is the hip hop game. So let me play this. There's another angle of the crime. See the strap?
They know y'all, they're not gonna be disrespectful like they want, but they have to be disrespectful.
Just because they won that round, we'll get all that back, though. I don't care nothing about no basketball. This is his pride. This is his pride.
Don't play basketball. I just saw me play basketball just in the gym. Play like that, bro. Don't play like that, bro.
And you see people are like really nonchalant, acting like shit ain't gonna pop off. This is how unaware black people even are. Like any argument, any disagreement in the community can go down like this.
I hurt somebody, bro.
Oh shit! What are you doing? No, hell no. No.
Another gun. And there you have it. There you have it. All right, so I want to play this video of a lawyer actually explaining what goes on with these record labels after an artist passes away.
Seeing that a rapper from Migos died, I just wanted to go ahead and make a video about something I have a unique experience in. So I directed a bunch of rappers, people like Gucci Mane, Snoop Dogg, Lil Yachty, the list goes on and on and on, okay? I learned a lot of things, and I have left the industry largely over my political beliefs, but there is something I want to impart to people to hopefully...
He left the industry largely based off of his political beliefs. So he's most likely a conservative. And somebody says, is this guy Juice Crew? Yeah, probably. But it looks like he actually has a conscience and left the music industry right after he was able to enrich himself from it.
Make some sort of change happen. So I have a challenge to rappers. And I know some of you still follow me. I know a bunch of the celebrity blogs still follow me from trying to get news from music videos and things like that. So here's the truth. The truth is this: a bunch of young black male rappers keep dying. You know who's not dying? Record executives.
That's facts. And I don't expect the record executives to die and get in street feuds because they're not as dumb. Yes, I said it. They're not as dumb as these rappers. So I don't expect the record executives to, be in these street feuds and die, even though what was it? Jacqueline, what was the woman who was killed in Cali? What was her name? The Jacqueline Avant, the famous black music executive's wife, was killed in LA. Even though, the black music executives' wives are being touched, but none of the small hat music executives' family are being touched. So, I mean, was Kanye wrong? Yeah. Let's not get into that.
The record executives that push for them to continue to make songs and create a culture that is obsessed with death, drugs, and sex.
Facts. And let me tell you something. We know what type of executives they are demographically, which is fine. They're doing their job. They're making money. There's a clip of Lyor Cohen on The Breakfast Club exposing himself. And I want to play that later, and then you guys tell me if it is a sacrifice or not. Okay? But these artists will basically... Let me show you guys this clip. And all of the accountability doesn't go to the music executives for sure. Most of it goes to the artists, in my humble opinion. But these executives definitely profit and benefit off of the death of these rappers. That's why they continue to tell them to promote death, rap, or murder, destruction, drugs, sex, all that. Okay? There's a reason why they do that. Okay? Because people like to see something crash and burn. People like to sit back and watch the aftermath or the mayhem caused by a car accident. And now people like to sit back and watch and even film the dead bodies of dead rappers in the street. So this is very profitable business, very profitable industry. Like I already told you guys about the insurance policies that are put out on these artists. And even some artists have said, and I forget this clip. I don't have this clip on me, but I will show you the Lyor Cohen clip. And, Lyor Cohen, obviously, is one of those individuals that Kanye was talking about. Right? Am I right or am I wrong? Right? Am I right or am I right? Okay. This is what you guys need to understand. Okay. And if you guys don't believe me, I mean, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. We'll get into it.
Period. The industry's obsessed with it, but those record executives, they're not dying because they don't push this culture on their own people.
Facts.
But they're encouraging you to push it on yours, and they're paying you handsomely to do it.
Facts. He is snapping. And what I was going to say is some of these music executives, an artist will bring them a positive song and whatnot, and they'll say, I don't want to hear this shit. Bring me back some real nigga shit. And I'm not saying they say, oh, bring me back some real nigga shit in that language, but most of the time they say, oh, no, that's not a hit. Bring me back some death and destruction. Bring me back something about spinning the block. Bring me back something about getting high and not being able to feel your face.
The reality is, I know a lot of you. A lot of you are good people. You're family guys. You're not the image that you put out there to the world. Why? Why don't you be the example? Stand up. I challenge you. Be the example.
And this is where you got to start dropping names. This is where you got to start dropping names. Okay? So you're not considered anti-Semitic. Right? So when you got to start dropping names. And we're going to drop some names.
Make music about the culture you want to see. Don't just get online today and talk about how, whenever a rapper makes it, his own people take him down. Don't just make those videos. Don't be sad. Don't rest in peace. None of that stuff. Be the change you want to see.
That's what I'd be saying, except, fuck that be the change you want to see bullshit. Just leave the community altogether. You can try that be the change you want to see in the world bullshit all you want. But if you are in the community, you'll be a dead nigga by the end of the day. Ask Takeoff. Ask XXXTentacion. Ask PNB Rock. Ask Nipsey Hussle. Ask a lot of Cash Desto. Okay?
Inspire it in your community. Reach out to other rappers and say, we have to stop. We're being used. You've been used for a long time.
For one, they're too greedy for that. They enjoy pointing the guns in the camera. Pop Smoke, yep. Shout out to Regular Degla. Pop Smoke.
Long time, they create this paradigm.
Pop Smoke killed by a 15-year-old who was obviously influenced by hip-hop culture. He says, Jimmy J. Gonzalez says, Lil Peep, Juice WRLD, what about them? Yep, them too. The promotion of drugs. As a matter of fact, I heard that Lil Peep's, his management supplied him with the drugs. They were the plug. Same scenario with Michael Jackson.
Paradigm to make you believe that you're so important and your celebrity status is worth so much, but in truth, you're a pawn in their game and you always have been. The government has wanted to hold down communities of people in different ways.
All right, we're not, this ain't the government, bruh. This ain't the government. It's a part of the government. They have ties in the government, but this ain't the government, bruh.
Through different methods for a very long time. Their method in the Black community has been to use entertainment to create a culture obsessed with death, drugs, sex, and money so that they could create a false paradigm of what happiness and what success really was. And in doing so, they created a world that also made people more dependent on government. And as a result...
So he's talking this government shit, and this is what makes it sound like grifting. Dude, it's not the fucking government. The government aren't the ones who own these record labels, bruh. Drop some of your Juice Crew friends' names. The ones who are promoting this, putting the budget behind these types of videos and music. Drop their names. Oh, we gonna drop some names, all right.
Gave themselves more power. The record executives that push you to do this, to go and continue to profit off the backs of your work, they're in cahoots with the elite. They're in cahoots with the government.
Okay, so like I said, he keeps saying the government. And yeah, I'm not a big government guy either. I think that we should have a small government for sure, especially the federal government. But, Bro, let's address the problem at hand first. He's trying to make it a government issue. Let's talk about these music executives first, because he just keeps displacing the blame. Well, the music executives are working with the government, and the government is working with the music executives. Bro, the music executives are richer than the government. Let's keep that a buck too. Let's let that be known too. Okay, the music executives are richer than the government.
They want you to think you're important, but in truth, you're just doing their dirty work for them. So stop. They've empowered you in ways that are real. You have an audience. You have platforms. You have the ability to make change. So go against the grain together. They're more afraid of you all together standing up and creating a new culture that's built around family, faith, freedom, doing the right thing, valuing life, than they are of anything else. So I challenge you. Use your power to do the right things. If you continue to do the same thing you've done, more rappers like this are going to die. How many have to videos? They don't tell you that, do they? Do they tell you that they pay us more to do your videos? Because they know it's more dangerous. They do it because they know it's more difficult, and they do it because, frankly, there's a lot of money laundering involved. Those labels wash a bunch of money through. We don't do it, but we...
You hear what he said? Oh, we don't do it. The labels wash a bunch of drug money through, but we don't do it. We don't do it, but the labels... okay. So you never participated in this, dude. All of you guys are complicit.
Let me tell you something else. There's a reason the record labels pay us more to do rap videos. They don't tell you that, do they? Do they?
I mean, look, and then look at his background. He's supposedly exposing the music industry, but he has a revolver, a picture of a revolver in the background. This is symbolism. I mean, if we really want to break down this symbolism, look at these. It looks like the twin. I mean, I don't know. It's a lot going on here, guys. It's a lot going on here. I don't want to say too much.
They don't tell you that, do they? Do they tell you that they pay us more to do your videos? Because they do. They do it because they know it's more dangerous. They do it because they know it's more difficult.
I mean, and I feel you, Regular Degla. He says he's pro 2A. Look, I get being pro 2A, but I mean, could you have picked another place to film this video? Maybe outside on the patio. He looks like he got vaulted ceilings, a big ass house. He could have gone to any other room and filmed this video. Why have a picture of a weapon in the video?
Difficult, and they do it because, frankly, there's a lot of money laundering involved. Those labels wash a bunch of money through. We don't do it, but we know
we don't do it, but the labels do it, and I'm telling on them because we're innocent. Okay.
Labels are doing it 100%. Okay, they're then taking the money off the top end, and you see on your royalty check, oh, they spent $150,000 on this video. Did they? Because we didn't see $150,000. Okay, and to who? Their friend's company? A lot of times that's the case. Same thing with insurance companies. They charge us more to insure your videos.
Uh-oh. Talking about the insurance.
And it's because they know the culture that's been created.
Yep.
They know that the only possibility of a music video being shot up is on a rap video.
Yep.
And that's the truth. So change the culture. You have the power. Your people deserve it. Hey guys.
What does he mean by your people deserve it? What does he mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Oh man, this is crazy. They grilling him in the comments too. Somebody say, "Who cares?" BLM. Oh man. Somebody said articulated DEFCON 3 statement. I'm dead. These rappers and labels peddle death music. Yep. So yeah. Okay, let's get into the name dropping. Let's talk about Leor Cohen. Let's see what he thinks about the carnage that's going on in the black community. Does he care or does he not care? Find out on the next episode of BGZM News 17.
Yeah, very, very sad. You know, I think the opioid problem, the syrup problem, is the biggest problem that I've ever seen and I've ever faced. And been a.
So he's talking about drugs specifically, scissorup. Scissorup is what he called it.
Part of, and I can't fuck with it. You know, the crack thing was devastating, but at least the rappers were bringing a spotlight to you becoming a fiend. Okay. And I thought that was that spotlight.
So he's basically admitting to promoting rap artists who basically promoted crack cocaine. He's admitting to signing these artists and promoting them. Okay? That's what you guys got to understand.
Head crack helped, even though it was harsh and really really rough, particularly on women.
So it switched, and what happened was it switched from the drug dealers rapping about the drugs into the drug users becoming huge rap artists. And that's why you see so many people strung out today.
But I think it helped change the course of the crack epidemic. I don't know what's this opioid thing, man.
Well, being a crackhead wasn't cool back then. Being a crackhead wasn't cool. Now they seem like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup, and
it's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Uh-oh. Listen up. Listen up to his answer. And this was back when Charlemagne was kind of authentic. Listen up.
That would promote that.
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on.
And we all know that's bullshit. We all know they're not signing talented artists. These artists are not talented. These artists are not talented. These drill artists are not talented. They can't rap. If you put a boom bat beat in front of them, they'll sound fucking retarded. They can't even put 2 to 3 sentences together. They're not talented.
People. Don't you think that's hypocritical though? You're saying
it's opportunistic. Yeah, I
opportunistic. Listen what he thinks about the community, y'all.
You're saying
it's opportunistic. Yeah. I got people to feed. I
got people to feed.
Business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Who's Dame Dash?
Who's Dame Dash? He absolutely knows who Dame Dash is. He's the one who split up Jay-Z and Dame Dash. For you guys who need a little refreshment on hip hop history, he knows exactly who Dame Dash is. It's ridiculous.
You brought him up. I don't even know him. So you bring him.
And understand that the record labels pay for these Super Gremlins bonds when they get in trouble. And Leo Cohen is worth $150 million. Probably more than that. And guess what record label he owns, guys? You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. Okay? Guess what record label he owns? We'll show it after this.
His name up. I don't even know him. So
y'all made a lot of money together.
Made a lot of
money.
Come
on, Leo. Don't do that to him.
I don't know him. I really don't. So, yeah.
So he disrespects Dame Dash. Which, say what you want about Dame Dash, there's issues there for sure. But I mean, at least have the common courtesy to acknowledge somebody that you worked with. You know, that's just like me, you know, playing football and then somebody asking me, hey, do you know Lorenzo Carter? No, I don't know who the fuck that is. Like, dude, we literally played football in the trenches together on the same defense. And I'm just going to say, oh, I don't know. It's bullshit. So anyways, 300 Entertainment, y'all. 300 Entertainment, founded by Leor Cohen, Kevin Liles, and Todd Moskowitz. I mean, if this ain't what Kanye was talking about, and I'm not saying these individuals are bad people. I'm not saying these individuals are bad people, okay? But come on, guys. And I've got a really unique article. Got a really unique article that we could get into. I don't think I'll get into that one. It's a little too deep. It's a little too deep. I might get this stream taken down. But there's a lot of information out here if you guys want to do your research on who's really owning the music industry. Todd Moskowitz. I mean, come on, guys. Come on, guys. This one goes deep. We might be able to, ooh, Lord, have mercy. We might have to name drop. We might end up name dropping. Woo! Hoo, 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 hoo. This goes deep. So I already showed you this. Obviously, you know, shout out to the small hat community, respectfully, but I mean, this is your proof right here. Leor Cohen, certified from the Jewish Virtual Library, certified Israeli immigrant, second generation, I guess, since his parents immigrated and he was born in New York City. And we don't promote any hate speech on this channel. We just want to point out the facts. So, like I said, it's not just the small hats. I do want to let that be known. So, I mean, we're going to get into this article. Now. It could be deemed as controversial, but this is just to understand how the music industry is ran. And that rhymed, okay? And this one goes deep, y'all. It goes deep. So let's get into it. Oh, Lord. This one might get me taken down. Motown record was black owned, and they never put out any songs that was harmful or degrading to blacks. I had to do my fact checking on that one, but I'm not so sure of that. The black people that owned Motown records, they loved and cared about blacks, and they never did anything to harm blacks. Motown was never used as a vehicle to exploit and show negative images of black people, and Motown created more superstars than any other record company, even to this very day. Everything was clean on Motown. You can't find one song on Motown records that was disrespectful or degrading to blacks. And when you look at the music back then that was coming out of Motown, they were actually looking for real talent, for sure. So this might be 100% true. I just have to go through the discography and listen to the original artists of Motown. But for the past 30 years, white and small hat run record companies have put out songs that have trashed and degraded black people in every kind of way. And I'm not going to put that entirely on them too, because black people are 100% complicit in that as well. So he says, so let's take a look. These are the white and small hat men that run the major record companies. These are the men that allow people to make songs about killing blacks. These are the men that allow people to And just understand when he says people, these are black people promoting songs about killing blacks. So it's not like they're just getting some white people in blackface to do it. No, these are black people, okay? Make songs calling black people the N-word, even though we know that they don't use the hard ER in these rap songs. The men use the record companies to sell and promote songs that degrade blacks. They would never allow people to make derogatory songs about the Small Hats or any other group, as you could see what happened to Kanye. But they think that it's okay for people to make derogatory songs about blacks. They would never allow anybody to make songs calling Small Hats the K-word. All of the major record companies are headed by Caucasians, and Small Hats, every person that is making songs that is degrading black people are signed to these guys' record companies. They know that these songs are harmful to blacks, and they still promote it. As you could see, Lyor Cohen, obviously, he absolutely conceded that he knew that it was wrong. He knew that it was wrong. So we're calling names on this stream. We're not doing what Kanye's mistake. We're going to call names. A person can't just record and release any song that they want to. The executives and the people that's high up that run the record companies, they bring in the artists and they listen to the whole record, and then they say yes or no, or whether to release that record to the public. Facts. They know that those songs are degrading and harmful to the black community, but they don't care. Every record company in America could easily say, no, we refuse to release songs like this. We don't want our name being a part of anything like this that's harmful to blacks, but they don't do it. These are the people that run those major record companies. So Lucian Grange, one of the biggest guys in the music industry, respectfully, okay, is a small hat, and he's the president and CEO of UMG, Universal Music Group, which is one of the largest major record companies out. They push songs that promote black on black violence for sure. These are the owners of Universal Music Group. They have made billions of dollars off of the degradation of black people in songs. Billionaire Vincent Bolloré is the majority owner of UMG. Bill Ackman is a small hat, and he's also one of the owners of UMG. He's also a billionaire. Would it be? Sony Music is another record label that has put a lot of negative songs out about blacks. Rob Stringer is a small hat, and he's the chairman and CEO of Sony Music and Columbia Records. Respectfully. Doug Morris is a small hat, and he was the former president and CEO of Sony. Kevin Kelleher is a small hat, and he's the chief operating office at Sony Music. I mean, the list goes on and on, guys. Warner Music Group has played a major role in degradation of black people in songs. Stephen F. Cooper is the president and CEO of Warner Music. Lynn Blavatnik is a small hat, and he's the owner of Warner Music Group. He's a billionaire with a net worth of $29 billion with a B. Warner Music Group doesn't have any songs that degrade small hats. Okay? Zach Horowitz, or even whites for that matter, respectfully. Zach Horowitz is a small hat, and he's the chairman and CEO of UMG Publishing Group. John Janik is the president and COO of Interscope. Geffen A&M Records, sorry. Oh, wow, this is crazy. Joey Manda is Italian, and he used to be the president of Def Jam Records. A lot of music that was destructive to blacks came out under his watch. He's now the president of urban music at Interscope Records. Barry Wise is a small hat, and he was the CEO of Island Def Jam Records until recently he resigned. Steve Bartels then became the president and COO of Def Jam. Paul Rosenberg, a small hat, and is now the current president of Def Jam. Rick Rubin is a small hat, and he's the founder of Def Jam. Jimmy Iovine is a small hat, and he is one of the co-founders of Interscope Records. Ted Koppel, president of Virgin. Peter Edge. I mean, the list goes on and on, as you guys can see. Lyor Cohen. All right. Tommy Mottola. And I'm not saying these are bad people. I'm just saying they're profiting off of destructive hip hop music that hurts the black community. This is Jerry Heller, a famous guy who founded NWA. Jerry Heller was a small hat record executive, and he's the main person that helped to create gangster rap, which exploited the beefs that black gangs were having in the community. Heller, and I'm not taking any of the accountability on the black community because we hold the most accountability because we are the ones who can make the music. If these guys were on the track, it would never sell. But with our voices, that is what gives it the ability to sell and have mainstream success. Heller financed and promoted songs where blacks rapped about their street beef. Gangster rap promoted black on black violence. And those type of songs lead to a lot of violence in the community. Meanwhile, he made money off of the destruction that those songs created. The Small Hat Defense League also backed Heller. Okay. So as you can see, I'm not making this shit up. Pictures of him with Eazy-E. Peter Benedek is a small hat, and he's one of the co-founders of United Talent Agency, which is one of the largest entertainment agencies in the world. Ariel Zev Ari Emanuel, who is a known music executive, CEO of the Williams Morris Agency, which is the largest entertainment talent agency in America. The brother of Chicago's mayor, Rahm Emanuel. So now you see one is in politics, which is the government, which is what the other small hat lawyer who apparently divested from his alliances in the music industry. So you have Rahm Emanuel being the brother to a CEO of one of the largest entertainment talent agencies in the world, or in America. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is funny. Michael Ovitz is a small hat, and he's one of the co-founders of the Creative Artists Agency. And this doesn't mean that I'm saying they're bad people. Okay? I'm just saying they're profiting off of the destruction of the black community. David Mays and Sire Sketter are two small hat guys, and they started Source Magazine, which is a hip-hop magazine. Okay? Sounds like they left Benzino out of there too, because I believe he was a big part of the Source. So these are some of the images promoted on the Source. Okay? Big Sean sagging his pants, wearing a whole bunch of chains. Even if that's not your style, that's what you have to do to get into the music industry. David Mays started Hip Hop Weekly magazine. Okay? And I'm not saying these guys are bad guys. Stanley R. Harris is a Caucasian that owns XXL. And King Magazine, which are two urban hip-hop magazines. Isn't that wild? So as you can see, the depiction of black women being whores on the front of magazines. If you're black, I just felt that you needed to see the people that's behind your destruction. And I'm not going to, like I said, the accountability lies on us ultimately at the end of the day. So I'm not going to say these people, these individuals are behind our destruction. What I will say, though, is that they profit off of the destruction of our community. Okay? So videos of Dame Dash speaking on the why Rockefeller ended. We could play that real quick. What I'm going to do, Vlad is really particular about his shit, so I'm going to have to block out the screen for this one. But let's listen.
My beef was with Lior because I think he's a fake CEO and I think he's fronting on my culture, but he can't front on anybody else. And I'm calling him out publicly, and I want him to stop trying to rape my culture. Go make some money with some other people. Like, stop having your agenda be hip hop. Like when Joey was like, our agenda to open up asylum was to go. It didn't say nothing about going to get no rock and roll. It was go to get people that they don't even care about and make money from them. Yeah, just get money in their culture. Let them do it. Let's let the violence stay there. Let's benefit from the violence and not bring in, like, you know what I mean? It was like they have people that their job is to create beef so that they can monetize it. Pause.
but they don't let their culture feel it. But they make money.
And I don't know if that was a plausible offense, but what I will say though is you have to understand that there was already destruction going on in the community. That's why I can't give the small hats the whole onus when it comes to this. It looks like they're just it's the reality. They're just fucking smarter than us. I mean, if we were smart, we'd be profiting off of it too. Okay? Which some of us are. All right? As you can see, Yo Gotti, a music executive who's also signed to a larger, I think he signed a 300 as well. So he's a Leor Cohen puppet. But it's a lot of stuff going on, guys.
From it, and they can't make any money or get any respect in their culture. That's why they're in our culture. Because the minute that they were allowed to be there, they would go. But they just can't. The question should be, why don't you do something besides rap? And if you are all into rap, what have you done to give back to the community? I didn't know why that wasn't asked. Those were the questions that I was like, damn, if you're going to cross me, Combat Jack, Reggie Osei, ask some good questions. It almost looked like it was scripted. But, it is what it is. It's a perfect example of what they always do to us. They always try to, offer some paper bag of money or whatever it is, whatever selfish agenda, which is the test, and then have us divide so they can benefit and take the fight off of them and put the focus on them. Never had a beef with Jay. Always with Leor and his whole crew. He's the one that ruined Rockefeller, Leor Cohen.
So you heard what he said. Leor Cohen ruined Rockefeller. That's pretty much all we need to know. Let's get another clip of Leor Cohen here to show you guys. He has an apathetic attitude to the destruction that's going on in the community, for sure. If anything else, let's see. Let me just switch this up real quick. All right, so I think this is a video of him kind of encouraging people to make murder, death, kill. If I'm not mistaken, let's watch.
I understand that you're shy and you don't like doing it, but the fact of the matter is your fans actually want to hear from you.
So you hear he's talking to Young Thug. He's talking to Young Thug. I understand you're shy and you don't like doing it, but your fans want to hear this from you.
We're not
I don't need to. Yeah, we do.
Because you still want him to be have a mystique about him.
Yes.
You still want him to be like.
I don't want everybody just to know. We know. No. You're going to keep them guessing, but we're going to take advantage of the fact that they have huge listenership, and we're going to communicate to them.
And where is Young Thug now? Where is Young Thug now? Somebody please tell me. The imagery that they put in rap music. It's blatant satanic imagery.
Them that Slime Season 3 is about to come, and then iTunes is about to come.
This year I want 10 number one singles.
10? If you don't freestyle and you actually work on the singles and record great choruses and develop your songs, yes. You just record so many songs and leave them like little orphans out there.
So as you can see, he's basically telling him to finish his music. It looks like he's trying to motivate Young Thug to finish songs, because you can tell Young Thug just goes in the booth, gets high, and then just starts spitting some bullshit and freestyling, like Leor said. He's like, write some shit down, bruh. Perfect your craft.
Okay? Yeah. You have to come back to them.
No, I
and yes, you do.
Hell no. You got the critics come back to them.
Follow the. So as you can see, nothing necessarily nefarious in that video, but what you guys got to understand is that this one is wild too. All right, let's see. This is the reality of the situation. As a matter of fact, Jimmy Iovine actually really got Chief Keef brought Chief Keef under his wing. Oh yeah, and my girl was asking me, "Oh, where's the proof that that Chance the Rapper is a Masonic puppet?" Well, I've got the proof right here. She was like, Chance the Rapper is independent. I'm like, no, the fuck he's not. No major rapper is independent. So as you guys can see, these are the images that Chief Keef were promoting. This was like 2010, between 2010 2013. As you can see, this is how these niggas pointing guns at the camera, pointing guns at their head. Like I told you guys. Rick Rubin in the car with Pusha T and Malice, aka No Malice. Now he has denounced his hip-hop name just like Designer has done. Doug Morris, the president of Sony, with Ronald Slim Williams from Cash Money Records. So he with Slim, who actually was shot and killed. They have put out a lot of songs that were destructive to the black community. So as you can see, they're talking about a weak handshake between Joey Manda and Nas, as if he didn't want to shake his hand fully. I don't know. That might be a reach. This is another rapper. I forgot his name, but he's an ignorant fuck. He's ignorant as shit. Todd Moskowitz, as you guys can see, this dude, like on his Instagram, he just be doing ignorant shit. I forgot his name though. Rick Ross, as you can see, holding guns with Gucci Mane and them. So boom, Leo Cohen again, T.I., Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Young Thug, throwing up. What is this sign? What is this? What does that mean? I was under the impression that that was supposed to be the white power sign, right? White supremacists are now throwing up the white power sign. The circle stands for P and the three fingers stand for W, right? But nobody's checking Leo Cohen for throwing this sign up, which we know it's not a white power sign. This isn't a white power sign. This is a Masonic symbol, a satanic symbol. Here we go. Again. All right, as you can see, throwing it up again. Okay. All right. That's the game. So, I mean, was Kanye right or was he right? Respectfully. Like I said, we don't promote any hate speech. We don't hate any group, any culture, whatnot. I'm just showing you who runs the music industry so you guys can understand who's profiting cui bono off of the death of individuals like TAKEOFF, who was indeed signed to 300 record label, which is Moskowitz and Leo Cohen's label, right? And Kevin Lyles too. He's a black man. He's in cahoots. But they need one guy from the culture, right? And Kevin Lyles was the same guy who tried to testify for Young Thug. Let's go back to that bullshit. Let's go back to this bullshit when Kevin Lyles tried to drop a statement testifying for Young Thug. Boo hoo hoo. You can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up.
Your Honor, I'd like to proffer the next person then. Okay, who's your proffer? Your Honor, she would like to be identified M-O-N-D. I have a video of her, a news video if you want to.
And a proffer is just a statement, a written statement, or a given statement from a witness.
See it, but in the sake of time, but we have that if you want to see it. She is, she was raised on Cleveland Avenue. She lost her child, her son, to gun violence. He was murdered. She heads a team to stop gun violence. She's partnered with Trayvon Martin's mother, Breonna Taylor's mother, and unfortunately, countless other persons known and unknown who've lost family members to violence. And Mr. Jeffrey Williams, she would testify as instrumental with trying to stop gun violence and trying to.
Wow. So you have, and this is why the activist bullshit doesn't work, because the activists who are out here are literally saying that the rappers who are calling hits on black men and women, the rappers who are calling hits, she's saying, oh, they're also instrumental in stopping gun violence. Yeah, because they're the ones doing it. So they can give the yes, the okay, or the no K, okay? So these rappers are giving the okay and the no K, and they have these activists fooled. They have these activists fooled, these impressionable, emotional, sensitive, traumatized activists fooled to thinking that they're the ones who are trying to stop the violence. But in all actuality, they're perpetuating the violence, not only through entertainment, but through real life beef that they have with other gang members in the city of Atlanta.
Get people not to think that this is a video game and shooting is okay, and that everybody needs to speak about their controversies and their disputes and put down the gun.
And I don't know if you guys can see Young Thug in the projector screen, but he doesn't give a fuck. He's over here rolling his neck and trying to get comfortable, leaning back. He's not sitting up straight. His shoulders aren't up. He's not sitting up like he has some damn purpose. He's slouched over like he's in third period and he's tired of the fucking math teacher. It's bullshit.
And put down the guns, and she wanted that to be known, and there is a video if you want to see it, but otherwise that is my proffer.
I'll accept your proffer. That's fine, sir.
Guys, the PayPal is in the description box below. PayPal, Cash App in the description box below. You can click on the link, guys. Send that PayPal to blackgenzmindset@gmail.com. Cash App to Autumn Saints Entertainment, or ENT rather. Let's get it.
Next is he's a witness here, Mr. Kevin Liles, which is Liles, and he has known Mr. Williams since Mr. Williams has been just an adult, and we'd like him to come and talk about the factors for bond. He is with the record label, Your Honor, and he's with the record label. An executive at 300 Entertainment is going to come into Young Thug's defense. And guys, I just want to show you Young Thug's attorney. All right. I want to show you the guy who is defending Young Thug. All right. Oh God, here we go. So the attorney that is defending Young Thug is none other than Brian Steele from the Steele Law Firm. Now, I mean, this is his attorney, okay? His attorney. He has a very peculiar last name, okay? Very peculiar last name. All right. Georgia's most successful criminal appellate attorney. All right, guys. So Brian Steele, this is his attorney. The verdict is not out on him yet, but we can 100% guarantee that he works alongside the music industry. He works alongside the music industry. Okay. I'm trying to see if Brian Steele is a small hat. Not sure. But we'll keep looking. Come here to give testimony on behalf of Mr. Williams, and he flew here from, he was out of state. He lives in New York, but I don't know where he flew here from.
All right, where's Mr. Lyles?
He is right here, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Lyles, good afternoon, sir. If you could please approach the witness stand. Once you get there, be so kind to turn and face Deputy Talking, the sworn witness. Before you sit down, hold on. You swear from the testimony of the court, truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you. Take your seat. State and spell your first and last name.
Kevin Liles.
All right, guys. So my question is, he's taking the stand. Is he a snitch? Shout out to my guy who just dropped the $20 PayPal, Rudy Bishop. Shout out to Rudy.
KEVINLILES.
Good afternoon, sir.
How you doing, Sister?
I'll let you know. Can you do me a favor and give this honorable court, educate this honorable court on who you are, your background? The court may not be familiar.
Your Honor, I'm a 54-year-old father of four. I'm kind of emotional because how good this guy is. I have.
So he's saying Young Thug is a good guy.
Morgan State University. I built a stadium in my old school. I have a street named after me. I have all kind of honorary doctorates. I employ probably 5,000 people. I was the president and CEO of Def Jam. I've been in this music called.
What the fuck? Why is he listing off his accomplishments? It sounds like a lot of people are trying to benefit off of the communitized misfortune.
Hip hop for 38 years. And for the life of me, I don't understand why I have to testify the good that hip hop has done around the world.
I know he didn't just say that with a straight face. I have to testify on the good that hip hop has done around the world. He can't be serious.
I've also started a company with Jeffrey called Young Stoner Life. And I remember.
So after, Lord have mercy, after he says, oh, well, the good that hip hop has done, he then goes on to say, oh, I founded a record label called Young Stoner Life, which if you guys don't know, stoner means to be a weed addict. I mean, although I love my ganja, it's it's just wild that that he's sitting here saying this in a court of law when marijuana is illegal in the state of Georgia.
What he said to me, we're not just starting a company, we're going to change some lives. And that's what he's done. And he's definitely changed mine.
Mr. Lyles.
And yes, he changed your life because you, Moskowitz, Cohen are able to profit off of the destruction that he's leaving behind.
How long have you known Mr. Williams?
I was a fan for probably 12 years, but I personally got to know him over the last 10 years.
Okay. And
10 years is the time that, so he was a fan for 12 years. He listened to Young Thug for 2 years, then ended up signing him. And now he's known him for 10 years. And they said that Young Thug's criminal history and the influence of the YSL gang that got caught up in the RICO charge have been furthering their mission through gang violence for 10 years. That's what Fannie Willis, the district attorney, said.
Have you signed, or your company signed Mr. Williams?
Yes, he signed to us. And I hate to say that he signed to us because it's my partner, but we have two.
You heard what he said. He signed to us, but I hate to say he signed to us because he's my partner. We all know Young Thug is not a fucking partner in this. He is a puppet.
Two deals. One deal is a deal for him as an artist, solo artist, and the other deal is for Young Stoner Life.
And I know this is personal, but financially, there's been testimony that if this trial, and I'm not saying the court would allow it, but if it doesn't take place for a year, there'd be over $1 million in expenses just for 24-hour security of police officers to ensure, off-duty police officers' second jobs to ensure Mr. Williams does not flee, does not get types of weapons, does not intimidate a witness, is not a danger to community or property in the community. Can he afford, from your personal knowledge and how much money he earns, can he afford that type of undertaking?
Jeffrey can afford it, and I can afford it, so it will be paid for.
And you are willing to back him as well?
I'm willing to back him personally and professionally.
Okay. Please explain, if you can, and discuss fully how your life intersected with Mr. Williams' life.
My job is to seek out talented people. And
here, listen up.
I think God brought us together in a very weird way. But
and you know, and he's not talking about our God, Jehovah, the Most High. He's not talking about our God. He's talking about the sixth God. He's talking about the God in this thumbnail, the God of the underworld. Oh, so God works in mysterious ways and he brings, unconventional people together. No, sir. We know that the music industry is devilish and promotes satanic morals.
I think we were meant to be together. Jeffrey is not just an artist. He's an influencer. He is a person that I think was put here to change the people around him. And he's so talented. He's creative, he's innovative, and he's fearless. He's a risk taker. And those kind of people, I call them change agents.
He's fearless. He's a risk taker. Yeah, I'm sure it's very easy to be fearless when you're off a pint of lean and you can't feel your fucking toes.
I'm not signing just artists. I'm raising a young man. He looks at me as...
Jay Lou says Brian Steele is an honor roll member of the Small Hat Foundation of Greater Atlanta. So there you have it, guys.
A father figure. He's not, like I said, we can't limit it to just his lyrics or his music. He's a young man and he will be a contributing citizen to this world. And that's what I invested. And I truly believe this whole thing that people are talking about, it's not him. The Jeffrey I know give me clothes off his back. The Jeffrey I know, I can give him my kids, he give me his kids. That's the Jeffrey I know.
You mentioned lyrics.
What the fuck? You would let Young Thug babysit your children? Huh. CPS need to be knocking at this nigga's dough.
There's been a lot of argument by the prosecution about the lyrics in songs. Can you explain, if you have the insight, what is selling in the rap industry dealing with the lyrics, and why are they being promoted, and why are people wanting it?
Your Honor, you've I don't know how old you are, but no, older than you. So I've been fighting this battle for over 40 years. It's not new.
And the reason why he's fighting this battle to not allow lyrics to be used in the courtroom is not because he cares so much about black people. Oh no. It's because it hurts him financially to lose artists to prison. Not so much to death because they got that insurance kickback, but it hurts to lose artists to prison.
It's funny how we're the #1 music in the world now, and they want to bring this back up. Now, we don't argue about any other movies or other genres of music that talk about I ran them over in my truck, or
What the fuck is he talking about? I ran them over in my truck.
I got drunk and I went and shot him. We don't bring those things to court. But quote unquote, our music, we've been on trial. And we constantly on trial about who we are, what we are, and why we're. And nobody gave us nothing. So we sit here on trial, we talk about lyrics. Lyrics, I don't understand the thing, but I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna keep fighting for it because I believe self-expression. And I believe we should protect Black art. We should protect Black art. And I'm on trial for lyrics. Come on, man.
With regards to Mr. Williams, and the court may not be familiar, where does he rank in, if there is such a ranking, in the music industry?
Objection, Judge, that's not relevant to anything.
Shows his employment status, it's part of the Ayala factors, and whether the record company is going to continue to back him.
I think you've already established that to the witness.
This needs to potentially be on alternative release.
Okay. You understand that Mr. Williams was charged in 2018 in DeKalb County with a offense involving, he was riding in a car with two other people, and there was a gun and a small amount of drugs in the car. Are you familiar with what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, and you know that case, it's still pending, believe it or not, but it went up to the appellate court. I don't know, are you familiar with all that?
Yes.
Everything was suppressed by the Honorable Superior Court judge in another county, and then the state appeal got reversed and it's pending. You're
Yes.
aware about it?
Yes.
Okay. So Mr. Williams is actually on bond for that case.
Okay.
The allegation also entails the fact that when Mr. Williams was arrested at the home here in Atlanta, a search warrant was then executed at that home, and there were multiple firearms. One firearm is allegedly illegal. It turned into like a machine gun, and there was supposedly about 2 pounds of marijuana and some items in, looks like an energy drink, but it supposedly contains either Schedule 2, 3, or 4 drugs in it, codeine, supposedly. You're familiar with that?
I read it.
Okay. Understanding all those facts, the DeKalb County case, current bond, and the search of the home, you're also aware that many other people were in that house at the time of the search warrant, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to ask you the following questions in addition to the fact that we are charging 2 counts in this current indictment. You're familiar with the RICO conspiracy and the gang count? Okay. On your oath, would you be willing to back with your own personal property and wealth, or as well as your own company's personal property and wealth, the bond for Mr. Williams if the Honorable Court wanted a high bond?
Objection, Judge. It's ask and answer. The witness actually has already stated that, and I very
Yeah, he already said
I very clearly heard
he put up his own and his company's resources. So I'll stand the objection.
Would you be willing, okay, if it's the same question, I apologize, but I thought it's a different question. You have to understand that you would, if the court wanted to, you would lose that wealth if Mr. Williams violated condition of bond. I mean, it's not just go on bond with Mr. Williams in custody, you're released. The court could have you signed as a co-signer on that bond, and you would actually have a lien against your wealth if Mr. Williams violated condition of bond. Are you still willing to do that?
Like a son to me, yes.
Okay, without hesitation.
Wow. This is insane. A damn glorified babysitter. He's willing to put up his own personal property or the company's property. I mean, they got the money for sure, but I mean, this is wild. It's wild, bro.
Without hesitation.
All right. Do you believe that if granted bond on your oath, Mr. Williams would intimidate any witness?
Nah.
Obstruct the administration of justice?
No.
Be a danger to the community or property in the community?
Not at all.
And a risk to commit a crime while out on bond?
No, not at all. He has too much respect for me and too much respect for the company that we're building and too many people that depend on him. It's not about Jeffrey. It's why it's about the family. It's about the community. You know,
That's bullshit, because he wouldn't have did all the other shit that he was doing if he had respect for you guys in that way.
Understands he's inspiring the world right now. There's a kid that he changes their life every day. I really believe that.
For the better? For the better. I have one last question for you. If this honorable court granted bond, but it was very, very restricted. Mr. Williams is not coming out to studios. He's not doing videos. Speaking with him may be curtailed. Is your record label still willing to keep him as a vibrant member of SIN?
That's my partner.
Okay. And just for the court's edification, I think you just said, but Mr. Williams not only an artist, he's an owner of the company, right?
He's a businessman. I told him hip hop has given him a way to be an entrepreneur. a way to empower people, a way to educate people. And he has a responsibility. He knows that with this success comes responsibility. And we made a commitment to each other that we're going to do this for the rest of our life.
I want to thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hold on 1 second. Say any questions?
No questions.
Okay. All right.
Oh, there you have it, guys. So the music executives that run the hip hop industry, the talking heads for this debauchery that's going on, Kevin Lyles. So I'm tapped out. RIP to TAKEOFF. RIP to TAKEOFF. Shot in the head and the chest, according to the coroner. And he will be truly missed. But like I said, we've got to end the hypocrisy in the community. We've got to end the buffoonery. Otherwise, it's going to keep going. Guys, make sure you check me out, Black Gen Z Mindset. I think my suspension ends tomorrow, so I might do a live stream then. Check out my backup channel, BGZM News 17, if you're watching on Twitter, Facebook, Quarantino Gato, Reclaim Your Throne, or Rumble. Go to the Rumble, guys. Link in the description box below. The Discord as well. Link in the description box below. Cop the merch. Cop the merch. We've got T-shirts. We've got neck gaiters. Much more. Male and female sizes. So let's work, guys. Let's get the message out there. Let's continue to hold these super gremlins accountable, because you already know these super rapping gremlins are on demon time. You already know what it is. Black Gen Z Mindset, aka BGZM News 17, aka Jinquavius Jackson. We're gonna send it to Jinquavius Jackson to take us away.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting just took place. Excuse me, I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/BlackGenZMindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Jinquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut. All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa.
Yo!
Whoa.
Ain't that nigga Jay?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
That
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass suit
That's
on.
that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Jinquavius
Hey,
Jackson,
jump on that
here
nigga,
live,
man.
reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
Oh, look at Daddy.
He's not my dad, Mom.
Really, Ava?
He's not. My dad's in jail and I miss him.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.